Hello everyone, and welcome to a Lords of the Fallen video. Here I'm going to start with the Spurn Progeny boss fight on Veteran mode and chat about that a little bit, and then I have some Inferno build invasions in the second half of the video. So the Spurn Progeny is one of the mid-game bosses. He handles a lot like a Dark Souls 2 giant, but that's probably my frame of reference for a lot of bosses that are about this size. Um, and veteran mode has been a ton of fun. I can best describe it in terms of strategy RPG difficulties, in terms of what I would call it hard plus. So in strategy RPGs, there are typically three difficulty tiers. There is normal, hard, and lunatic. Normal is for generally the description is new strategy RPG players or people who just want to enjoy the story and have a relaxed time, but you can still royally screw up and get game overs because just like in Souls franchises, hard mode is for you've played SRPGs before, you're going to be relatively focused and be making some good decisions, and you'll do fine, have a fun time go along the way. And lunatic is if you're not actively breaking the game and the AI in half, you're going to have an absolutely horrible time, and your backside is going to get glazed, roasted, and served to you on a silver platter. So veteran mode, I would say, kind of falls in is hard plus, like a little bit of between the two, where it's more of a challenge than if like just being focused and having like that cakewalk. Because as you can see, its sperm progeny is absolutely spamming all sorts of projectiles. Granted, an Inferno build versus a Rogar is probably not optimal, but I'm still able to do decent damage and go through and smack him around and not have too crazy of a time. But I absolutely have to be doing more than just like pay attention, walk a little ways, kite him over from to one side. Like, he has a lot of attacks that are going and would hit and do quite a bit to me. I think this definitely feels more aggressive and than the vanilla fight, and it feels like enemies have just like, I could be entirely wrong, but it feels like enemies have a little bit more poise, a little bit more health and bulk, but not necessarily damage. I've been running around pretty much with the Night of a Deer set, just so I had a smooth run in like making an Inferno build for PvP and trying out the mode. But I don't think, like, if you are a franchise veteran and you started on like franchise, like you've been playing Dark Souls and other Souls likes and brutal Metroidvanias like Hollow Knight, you could start on veteran mode and just have a very fun time. Um it's not anything that I would say is like you are like you're not punished for things that you wouldn't otherwise know. It's not like you're getting ambushed more than you would in any other Souls titles. Like I said, it's been a ton of fun. Veteran mode is a really refreshing way to play the game. Enemies have felt significantly more aggressive, and the developers did a good job of not making it feel cheap. Um, like, because sometimes like they're the difficulty of like inflating something's health bar to just stupid amounts. That has always been like a time old tradition, but it's not um, super fun. And here I'm just going to show off the stats. As you can see, this is level 45 plus 4 on, at least on the main hand raw Magler axe. I've leveled up and gotten some other equipment, as you can see here with like the Lord's Greatsword. But in terms of like, I've just been running it with, what is it, the it's the weapon level increase modifier. So when you pick up a weapon off the ground, if you're a high enough it will match its upgrade level more towards where the game thinks you should be at that level, just so that way I can have more of a full arsenal for Crimson Ritual invasions. Um, oh yeah, that hammer spell, it is so ridiculous. I've gotten knocked around by it so much, but it's so good. It absolutely just devastates enemies and be knocking around hosts. It is solid. It doesn't have infinite hyper armor. You can't get knocked out of it, but it can still be absolutely just brutal knocking people around. I don't remember if it does any status build up, and look at that read. That was just awesome. Now, this poor guy, because in this next part, I had the text to remind me that this is the same dude, and this current fight is a match against him. Sorry, it's the tiebreaker. He got me once in Pieda's boss arena, and I got him earlier, and he's doing some taunting, thinking that oh, now that I don't have enemy support and it's not an umbral, that that he's going to be able to give me the business. Well, unfortunately, you all can probably guess what's going to happen, and some friendly trash talk is going to say I'm going to be teaching a little bit of a manners lesson of don't go waiting around trying to lure invaders if you don't got enough business to back it up. But I know that this is the umbral transition, but and actually part of it here of why I'm just like, oh, not much of an honor duel when you have the invincibility eyeball socketed in your lamp. So I just heal up to make sure that I'm playing smart and not dying. And then I use conflagration to knock down the and as you can see there, that was the knock out of the hammer animation. Conflagration is just really useful to knock down withered health, get the explosion, the second one, and I'm just like, no, don't stand here, have some business yourself. But seriously though, GG, friendly trash talking aside, he was playing an absolutely solid, and in I won't show the video, but recently I was invading an Elden Ring, and I got destroyed by the walk forward hit R1 technique on a thrusting sword, and my goodness, did I feel silly about not being able to do that. So like, everyone's got their bad times. Sometimes you just get hit with a little bit of a combo, and the 300 ignition buildup on the Lord's great sword is is pretty crazy. So don't feel too bad, last guy. And this is actually really cool. This is I think as close to an honor duel as you can get, because sometimes you just have someone going for Sophicia's quest, if I got the queen's name right. So I just used one Sangranax to heal up, since they go 1.5 health bars. Super chill guy, and as you can see, just like, this is as close to an honor duel as you can get in Lords of the Fallen, with the hosts having effectively two health bars with how the umbral system works. Mid-level invasions on Inferno have been really fun. All the Inferno spells. I don't have like necessarily like the full list or like all of the rune slots for the weapons, but it's been really fun, and it feels like a really robust build, and I highly recommend just go health, stamina, and Inferno if you just want something that's relatively straightforward. Yeah, it's been an absolute blast. And then he gets a point of his like very good honor duel. For the shield, I'm using the Skin Stealer shield because it has infernal rune slots, so I can use the health up the it's the health health regen over time runes. So then I have the health regen ring and the mana regen ring on. So for 3 stacks of health regen and 1 of mana regen, and once I play a little bit further, my plan is to use the Light Reaper shield because it can do the same thing, but also potentially have mana slots, so I can have like 2 health, 2 mana, and then like the ring that sets people on fire after you make them explode to be a little bit extra vicious. But this is all working out super well. In here, I just do a nice job of like using the magma to chip down their withered health, um, and I just kind of try and keep them away, stay up towards full health, do damage where I can, and just not let them recover their withered health. And it works out quite well. It's been a lot of fun invading with this build. So hopefully that was made sense about veteran mode, and you all have been having a great time with the 2.5 update. Thank you all for letting me yap. I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll catch you in the next video. See ya!